Hello, dear students. So now from today we are going to start the chapter number 4 of class 7th mathematics, that is rational numbers. Okay, so let me tell you about the rational number first. What are the rational numbers? Okay, means the numbers. Okay, let me define the rational number first. Rational numbers. What are the rational numbers? Means the numbers right there, the numbers which can be written in the form of p by q. That means all the fractional number. Okay, means the numbers which can be written in the form of p by q are the rational numbers. Are the rational numbers. Okay, where one thing more you have to remember, where q cannot be equals to 0. That you have to remember. Q cannot be equals to 0. Other digits it can take 1, 2, etc, -1, -2 also. Similarly, p also can take any value. P can take 0 also, but q cannot take 0. Q cannot be 0 here. Okay, means all the numbers which can be written in the form of p by q are rational numbers. Let me write a number here. Let's say I'm writing 1 by 2. So this is what? It's a rational number because it is in the form of p by q, means 1 by 2. So it is in the form of p by q. So hence 1 by 2 is a rational number. Now let me just tell me whether 2 is a rational number or not. So just tell me 2 is rational number. Yes, this is also rational number. How? Because I can write 2 as 2 by 1. 2 by 1 is also 2. Yes or not? So I can write 2 as 2 by 1. So hence 2 is also a rational number. Why? Because 2, you can write 2 in the form of p by q. In the form of 2 by 1, you can write this 2. Yes or not? So hence 2 is also a rational number. Okay. Now just tell me whether 0 is a rational number or not. 0 is a rational number or not. Can you write 0 in the form of p by q? Yes, I can write this 0 as 0 by 1. 0 by 1 is also 0. 0 by 2 is also 0. Yes or not? So 0 is also a rational number. Okay. So all the numbers which can be written in the form of p by q are rational numbers. Okay. Means you can see the fractional numbers are the rational number. Fractional number 1 by 2, 2 by 1, whatever, 0 by 1. So these are the rational numbers. Okay. So all the rational number having, or you can see the fractional number having numerator and the denominator. Up one is known as the numerator and denominator is known as the down one. Okay. So here what is the numerator of this one fraction? Of this one rational number? What is the numerator here? Numerator is 1 and denominator is 2. Are you getting this? Okay. Just note it down. Then after we would be doing this one question also. Okay. Just note it down. Now here we are starting the exercise now. So it will be the first question. Question number 1 is write down the numerator of each of the following rational numbers. So it would be your 4.1, exercise number 4.1. Okay. So this is the first question here. Question is write down the numerator of each of the following rational numbers. So all these are rational number. Yes or not? P by q, p by q, p by q, p by q. This is also p by q. How? Because you can write this 5 as 5 by 1. Yes or not? So hence all are the rational numbers. So what do you have to find out? Write down the numerator. Numerator means up one value. The up one value you have to write here. So can you tell me the numerator here? What is the numerator here? Means the up one value, that is -7. Yes or not? That is -7. So the answer that you would be writing is, let me write the answer here. So answer would be, what is the numerator here? Numerator is 7. So let me write here numerator. So numerator is -7. Okay. Remember, write down the sign also. Okay. Now just tell me what is the numerator here? Yes, it is 14. And here -17. Here 8. And here 5 is the numerator. Denominator is 1. Okay. Just solve all these questions then. Okay. One I have done before you. Rest of the question you try yourself. And now this is the next question. Question number 2. Question is write down the denominator of each of the following rational number. Okay. So denominator means the down one. Okay. So all are the rational number. Yes or not? 0 is also a rational number, as I have told you already. Okay. So -4 by 5. What is the denominator here if you see? Answer. So denominator. So what is the denominator here? Down one means 5. So 5 is the denominator here. Just tell me what is the denominator here? Yes, -34. And here minus 82. And here, yes, this 15 you can write as 15 by 1. Yes or not? So the denominator is what here? 1. 1 is the denominator. Okay. Now can you tell me what is the denominator here? 0. 0 you can write as 0 by 1 also. You can write it as 0 by minus 1 also. You can write it as 0 by 2 also. You can write it as 0 by minus 2 also. Yes or not? Means whatever you are writing downside, so it would become 0. 0 by 1 is also 0. 0 by minus 1 is also 0. 0 by 2 is also 0. 0 by minus 2 also 0. Similarly, you can take some other values also. Okay. So what is the denominator? What can you write the denominator? Denominator can be 1 also, can be minus 1 also, can be 2 also, can be minus 2 also. So what would be the denominator then? Can you tell me? So any non-zero integer. Non-zero integer means which is not 0 downside. Okay. So here the denominator can take any value. It can take 1 also. It can be minus 1 also. It can be 2 also. It can be minus 2 also. So denominator can be 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3, 4, minus 4. So these are the integer. Plus and minus numbers are integers. So we can say that the denominator here can be all the non-zero integers. Okay. So here just write there. So answer would be the denominator can be any non-zero integer. Remember this. So any non-zero integer can be the denominator. It can be 0 by 1 also, that is also 0. 0 by minus 1 is also 0. 0 by 2 is also 0. 0 by minus 2 is also 0. So answer is what? The denominator can be any value which is not 0. Are you getting? So similarly here, what is the denominator? Minus 82. Here minus 34. Getting this? Okay, note it down. Now here you have the next question. That would be the question number 3. So question is, write down the rational number whose numerator is minus 3 multiply 4 and denominator is 34 minus 23 multiply 7 minus 4. So this is the denominator and this is the numerator. So what is the rational number then? So what is the numerator here? If you see, numerator. So numerator is how much? It is minus 3 multiply 4. So if you are multiplying this, you are getting how much? 4 3 is 12 and minus sign would remain there. So it would be minus 12. 4 multiply minus 3 would be minus 12. So this is the numerator. And what is the denominator then? Denominator is what? This is 34 minus 23 multiply 7 minus 4. This is the denominator. If you solve this, you are getting how much? 34 minus 23 is how much? First open the bracket now. So 34 minus 23 is how much? Just subtract it. You have to get how much? 11. Yes. Multiply. 7 minus 4 is 3. So you are getting 33. So this is the denominator and this is the numerator. So what would be the rational number? So right here, therefore, rational number is, numerator means upon value, that is minus 12 by, what is the denominator? That is 33. So this is the required answer. Are you getting? So numerator is this, denominator is this. So minus 12 by 33 would be your answer. Okay, note it down. Now this is the next question. Question is, write down the rational numbers as integers. Means you have to write, these are all the rational numbers. You have to write all these rational numbers in the form of integers. Means plus and minus value. Okay. So let's do the first one, 7 by 1. So 7 by 1 you can write as 7, because 7, if you are dividing 7 by 1, so you would be getting 7. Yes or not? So 7 by 1 can be written as 7. Similarly, minus 12 by 1 can be written as how much? Minus 12. Yes or not? Because you are dividing it by 1, so you would be getting minus 12. As I have already told you, 5 is a rational number. Why? Because you can write it in the form of 5 by 1. Yes or not? So similarly here also, all these are the rational numbers. So you have to write these all the rational number in the form of the integers. So 7 by 1 in the form of integer it is 7. Minus 12 by 1 rational number. So in the form of integer it is minus 12. Similarly 34 by 1 would be how much? Just tell me. If you are dividing it by 34 by 1, so you would be getting how much? 34. Okay. So similarly the rest of the question you try yourself. Minus 37 by 1 can be written as minus 37. 95 by 1 can be written as 95. Okay. Note it down and try to do yourself these 3 remaining questions. Sorry, 2. Now, this is the next question, question number 5. It is write down the following integers as rational number. These all are the integers, minus 15, minus 17, 85 and minus 100. So you have to write these integers in the form of the rational number, the way we have done the previous question. In the previous question, we have changed the rational number into the integers. Now here we are changing the integers into the rational number. That you have to do here. Okay. Write down the following integers as a rational number. Okay. So let me do one before you. Let's say it is minus 15. So minus 15 is an integer right now. So you can write it in the form of the rational number. If you want to write it as rational number, so you would be writing it as minus 15 by 1. Minus 15 can be written as minus 15 by 1. So it is integer right now. So it has been changed into the rational number now. So this is rational number, minus 15 by 1. Getting this or not? Similarly, 17 can be written as how much? 17 by 1. Similarly, 85 by 1, minus 100 by 1. Okay. So do all the questions like that. Now this is the next question. Question is write down the rational number whose numerator is the smallest 3-digit number and denominator is the largest 4-digit number. Okay. So just tell me what is the smallest 3-digit number? Smallest 3-digit number. Can you tell me the smallest 3-digit number? Yes, it is 100. Okay. Now the denominator is the largest 4-digit number. So what is the largest 4-digit number? You might be knowing it. Largest 4-digit number. So what is the largest 4-digit number? Yes, it is 9, 4 times. So this is the 9999 is the largest 4-digit number and smallest 3-digit number is 100. Now what is the question? Write down a rational number. You have to write down a rational number, means in the form of P by Q, numerator by denominator, where the numerator is what? Smallest. This is the numerator, smallest 3-digit number, and denominator is the largest 4-digit. This is the denominator. So what would be the rational number then? Rational number. Rational number is how much? This is numerator and this is denominator. Numerator means you would be writing it upside, divided by, this would be the denominator, 9999. You would be writing it downside. So 100 by 9999 would be the rational number. And this is your answer. Okay, note it down. Now this is the next question. Question is separate positive and negative rational numbers from the following. So these are the rational numbers. So which are positive rational number and which are negative rational number, that you have to find. Okay. Which are positive rational number and which are negative rational number. So let me check one by one. Let's say minus 5 by 7. So just tell me minus 5 by minus 7. First one, minus 5 by minus 7. So tell me whether this is positive rational number or negative rational number. I think you would be thinking that both are negative, so it would be a negative rational number, but not. When numerator and the denominator both are negative integers, so they are going to cancel each other. So it would become 5 by 7. Getting it or not? So now you can see this is a positive rational number. 5 by 7, sign is positive here. Numerator also positive, denominator is also positive. Okay. So you have the positive sign here. If both are negative, both can cut. Both would become positive now. So minus 5 by minus 7 can be written as 5 by 7, which is a what? Positive rational number. So this would be a positive rational number. Now the next one is 12 by minus 5. Just tell me 12 by minus 5. So just tell me whether this is positive rational number or negative. Yes, this is negative because the denominator is negative. If the either denominator is negative or numerator is negative, either denominator or numerator, if one of them are negative, then you would be calling such rational number as negative rational number. Okay. If both are positive, then you would be calling as positive rational number. So here 12 by minus 5 is what? Negative rational number. Why? Because the denominator is negative here. So it would be a negative rational number. Okay. Similarly, 7 by 4, both are positive here. So it would be a positive rational number. Okay. 13 by minus 9, Just tell me 13 by minus 9. Because denominator is negative, so again it is negative rational number. Okay. 0, what about 0 then? Just tell me whether this is positive rational number or negative rational. That you might do by that I have already told you, might be knowing also. 0 can be written as 0 by 1, but at the same time you can write this 0 as 0 by minus 1 also. So 0 can be positive rational number also, can be negative rational number also. Yes or not? You can write this 0 as 0 by 1 also. You can write this 0 as 0 by minus 1 also. Both are same. You would be getting in the both cases you are getting 0. Yes or not? So hence 0 can be positive rational number also as well as negative rational number also. So right here, can be positive or negative rational number. Okay. Now what about minus 18 by minus 7? Just tell me minus 18 by minus 7. Here, as in this one case, here also both are, numerator is also minus 18 negative, denominator is also negative. So both are going to cancel each other. So you can write it as 18 by 7. Now just tell me whether this is positive rational number or negative rational number. Yes, it is positive. So write here positive rational number. Okay. Similarly, minus, what is there? Minus 95 by 116. 116. So just tell me whether this is positive or negative. Yes, numerator is negative. Either numerator or denominator, if one of them are negative, then you would be calling them as negative rational number. So hence numerator is negative here. So it means this is also a negative rational number. Okay. Similarly, minus 1 by minus 9. What about this? Minus 1 by minus 9. Here again, if you see both are negative, you can cut. You can write it as 1 by 1. So 1 by 9. You can write it as 1 by 9. Minus and minus would cut both. Okay. So you can write it as 1 by 9. So 1 by 9 is what? Positive rational number. Okay. Okay. Just note it down. And do the remaining question where I have not written. Do these yourself. Now this is the next question. Here you have to tell which of the following rational numbers are positive. So which are positive rational number here? This is positive? No, because numerator is negative. This is positive? Yes. Yes, this is positive. This is positive? Yes, because both are negative. So you can cut. You can write it as 19 by 13. So this is also yes. This is also positive rational number. Means which are positive, you have to tick them. Okay. Now tell me whether this is positive or not. No, this is negative because numerator is negative. Either numerator or denominator, one of them are means negative, then you would be calling such rational number as negative rational number. Okay. But here in both the cases, both are positive rational number. That is why I have written here yes, and these are no. These are no. Means these are not positive rational number. Are you getting this? Okay, note it down. Now here you have to tell which of the following rational numbers are negative. Which are negative here, that you have to tell. Now tell me whether this is negative or not. Which are negative, you have to write there yes. Okay. Negative rational numbers, you have to take them. So tell me whether this is negative rational number. Yes, because numerator is negative. So this is negative rational number. So write here yes. This is negative or positive? No, because both are negative. So you can cut them. So it can be written as 5 by 8. You can cut here. So it can be written as 5 by 8. So it is it negative rational number? No, it is not negative rational number. Now tell me whether this is negative rational number or not. Yes, this is negative rational number. This is positive rational number. This is not. This is not a negative rational number. Okay. So right here, no. Because this is positive. Because both are negative, you can cut them like that. Okay. So write this. Now we are starting the next exercise, that would be exercise number 4.2. So question number 1 is express each of the following as a rational number with a positive denominator. Right now they are having the negative denominator. You have to change this negative denominator into the positive denominator. Means minus 28, you have to change it into plus 28. How would you change this? Before this, let me tell you one thing. Minus multiply minus. If both are negative integers, so minus multiply minus would become plus. That you have to remember here. When both are negative, so minus multiply minus would become plus. Okay. Similarly here also, if you see. Here what is there? If you see, you have minus 15 by minus 28. You have to change this minus 28 into the positive denominator. Means this you have to write as positive denominator. So what would you do? I would be doing here minus 15 by minus 28. I would be multiplying this by something negative. Then it would become positive. Because negative minus multiply minus would become plus. So what I would be doing? I would be multiplying this by minus 1. Okay. So denominator also I would be multiplying by minus 1. But at the same time, I would be multiplying the numerator also by minus 1. Okay. Because you have to make this denominator positive. So to make it positive, you would be multiplying this by minus 1. If you are multiplying this by minus 1, so upside also you would multiply by minus 1. Okay. Now what is the answer now if you see? Now see, if you see 15 1 ja 15 and minus multiply minus would be plus. So 15 1 ja 15 would be plus 15. Yes or not? Because this is minus multiply minus would become plus. Here it is plus. So 15 1 ja 15. Similarly denominator minus multiply minus would become plus and 28 1 ja 28. Now if you see, we have changed this negative denominator into the positive denominator. This is what you have to do here. So this would be your answer. What is the question? Go through the question again. Express each of the following as a rational number with positive denominator. So this was the first question. So here the denominator was negative. You have to express the denominator into positive denominator. So that is why I have multiplied it by minus 1. Upside also as well as downside also. And I would be getting as 15 by 28. So now the denominator has become positive here. Okay. Just note it down. Then we will be doing the second and third, etc. Other questions also. Now the second part of the question. Question is 6 by minus 9. Here also this minus 9 you have to change it into the positive denominator. It is negative denominator. You have to convert it into positive. So how would you convert? By multiplying it by minus 1. Get it? Because minus multiply minus would become plus. Okay. So what I would be doing? I would be writing it as 6 by minus 9. So this denominator also I would be multiplying by minus 1. Then numerator also I would be multiplying by minus 1. Then how much I am getting? Answer would be 6 1 ja 6. Sign would remain minus. Because here it is plus. Okay. So plus multiply minus would become minus. That also you have to remember. So here plus 6 multiply minus 2. So 6 1 ja 6. Answer would be negative. But downside 9 1 ja 9 and both are negative here. Minus multiply minus would become plus. So it would be plus 9. 9 1 ja 9. So now the denominator was negative. We have converted into the positive denominator. Plus 9. Okay. So this is how you would solve the remaining questions also. Okay. How would you solve this one? If you see here denominator is minus 11. So what would you do? Multiply the denominator by minus 1 and numerator also by minus 1. You would be getting your answer. Similarly here also denominator is minus 7. How do you convert into plus 7? By multiplying by denominator by minus 1 and numerator also by minus 1. You would be getting your required answer. Okay. Do the remaining questions yourself. Third and fourth question. First and second I have done before you. Okay. Now this is the next question. Question number 2. And it is express 3 by 5 as a rational number with numerator number 1 6. What is the question? Express 3 by 5 as a rational number with numerator 6. So how would you make this numerator 6 here? If I multiply it by 2. Yes or not? So you have 3 by 5. You have to make this numerator 6 here. How do you make this 6? If I multiply it by 2. So if you are multiplying the numerator by 2, so at the same time you would be multiplying the denominator also by 2. Okay? You cannot multiply only the numerator here. You have to multiply the denominator also then. So the answer that you are getting is how much? 3 2 ja 6, 5 2 ja 10. So this would be the required answer. Okay. So I have written the 3 by 5 as 6 by 10. Here if you see, the numerator is 6 here. So that is the question. Express 3 by 5 as a rational number. We have expressed 3 by 5 as a rational number with the numerator number 1 6. So now numerator is 6 here. Okay. Now similarly you have the second question. Express 3 by 5 as a rational number with numerator number 2 minus 15. Now you have to make this numerator minus 15. How do you make this minus 15? If I multiply it by minus 5. Minus 5 multiply 3 would be minus 15. 5 3 is 15. Yes or not? So if I multiply this numerator by minus 5, then it would become minus 15. So I have to express 3 by 5 as a rational number with numerator minus 15. So what I would be doing? I would be multiplying 3 by 5. This numerator I would be multiplying by minus 5. Why minus 5? Because I have to write there. I have to make this numerator minus 15. So it will become minus 15 if you see. 3 5 is 15 and minus is this, so minus 15. If you are multiplying numerator also by minus 5, then at the same time you would be multiplying denominator also by minus 5 by the same number. Okay. So the answer that you would be getting would be 3 5 is 15 and it would be minus 15 divided by 5 5 is 25 and it is minus 25. Okay, this is the answer. So you have expressed 3 by 5 as a rational number with the numerator minus 15 if you see. So 3 by 5 I have written as minus 15 by 25 and if you see the numerator here it is minus 15. So this is your answer. Okay. Now similarly you have the third question. Question is 21. Third part of the question. How would you express this 3 by 5 as means having the numerator 21? If I multiply this numerator by 7, then 7 3 is 21. If you are multiplying the numerator also by 7, then at the same time you would be multiplying denominator also by 7. So you would be getting 7 3 is 21, 7 5 is 35. So 21 by 35 would be the answer. Yes or not? Yes or not? So try this question, the third part yourself. Okay. Then you have the fourth part also there. Fourth part of the question is minus 27. Similar to the previous one. Here you have to express 3 by 5 as a rational number with numerator minus 27. Means this 3, you have to write this 3 as minus 27. So how? If I multiply this by minus 9. Okay. Yes or not? This was 3 by 5. If I multiply this by minus 9, then only it can become minus 27 because 9 3 is 27. So minus 27. If you are multiplying the numerator by minus 9, so at the same time you would be multiplying denominator also by minus 9. Okay. So the answer that you will be getting would be 9 3 is 27 minus 27 divided by 9 5 is 45 and it will be minus 45. Are you getting this? So answer is minus 27 by minus 45. Okay. So 3 by 5 you can write it as minus 27 by minus 45. Here the numerator if you see it is minus 27. Similarly you do the third question also. Okay. Just try. Now this is the next question. Question is express 5 by 7 as a rational number with denominator minus 14. With the denominator number on minus 14. Now what? Now you have to change this denominator into minus 14. How? How this can become minus 14? If you are multiplying this by minus 2. 7 2 is 14, then only it can become minus 14. Okay? Okay? So you have to express 5 by 7 as a rational number with the denominator number on minus 14. So it would become minus 14 if you multiply 5 by 7. Means if you multiply this denominator by minus 2. Because 7 2 is minus 14. 7 2 is 14 and minus is there. So minus 14 would be. If you are multiplying this denominator by minus 2. So at the same time you would be multiplying numerator also by minus 2. Remember this. Okay. So the answer that you would be getting is 5 2 is 10 and it is minus. So would become minus, would remain minus. Minus 10 divided by 7 2 is 14. Minus is there. So it would be minus 14. Now if you see 5 by 7 I have written as minus 10 by 14. Now if here you see the denominator is minus 14. Similarly in the next question you have to make this denominator 70. How would you make this? If you are multiplying numerator and denominator by how much? 10 7 is 70 na? So it means you are multiplying this denominator by 10. So at the same time you would be multiplying numerator also by 10. Okay. So answer would be 10 5 is 50 by 70. Getting this or not? Very good. How can it become minus 28? If you see 5 by 7, here you have to change the denominator into minus 28. So how it can become minus 28? If you see, this is, let me write it correctly, it is 5 by 7. So this denominator has to be converted into minus 28. So it means we have to multiply it by how much? Minus 4. Yes or not? 7 4s are 28. Then minus will be there. So if you are multiplying denominator by minus 4, so at the same time you would be multiplying this numerator also by minus 4. So the answer that you would be getting is 5 4s are 20, means minus 20, divided by 7 4s are 28, means minus 28. Okay, so now if you see, 5 by 7 has been expressed as minus 20 by minus 28. Now the denominator is minus 28. Okay, similarly you would do this one question also. You have to make this denominator minus 84. So by which number you would multiply? 12 7 ja 84, means by minus 12, because it is minus there. So you'll be multiplying by minus 12, downside also, upside also. Okay, try to solve it. Try to do these two questions yourself, and the remaining two I have done already. Okay, that is all for today. Now see you in the next lecture where we will be discussing some other questions of this exercise number 4.2. Okay, then keep watching. Thank you.